one thing is sure. We are all equal at the foot of the cross. As we place ourselves there, we see that we are all in need of a Savior. Now, we as Lutherans, every time we